get ready for this workout. Go ahead and roll your shoulders back for 5, and then roll them forward for 5 as well. And then we're gonna go for arm swings, okay? We're gonna do 5 across. And then you're gonna put your arms diagonally like this, and you're gonna go for 5 this way. Make sure that you keep them in the structure. You're gonna start coming down, okay? So 5 here, and then we're gonna go 5 this way. And then we're gonna make our way down. You're gonna go ahead and interlace your fingers or at the elbows, wherever you feel you're not gonna be in too much contact with the floor. You're gonna break at the hip, okay? And you're gonna come down, all the way up, reaching over. So we're gonna go for these around the world, all the way. Okay, make sure that you're letting the weight fall through and all the way up. You're going 5 towards the left and then 5 towards the right. Once you're done with those, you're gonna go ahead and open up your stance just a little bit. We're gonna open up through a groin area, getting a nice stretch down to the knee. Okay, you're just gonna shift side to side. So whichever way you're shifting, that leg's gonna bend, the other one's gonna stay straight. And then I want you guys to go ahead and start twisting the toes up. Okay, for a little more angle. And you're gonna do a total of 10, and then we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit wider. Now we're gonna go a little bit lower, okay? Just like that. Working on our depth all the way down. You're gonna do 10 more. Feel free to squeeze in a couple more if you need to. And then lastly, if you need to use your hands for this one, I want you guys to go even lower, okay? If you feel that you need to find that ground so you don't fall over, go ahead and do that, okay? And that's gonna be your final 10 there. And then you're gonna go for the knees. Give me 5 to the left, good circles, and then 5 to the right. And then finally, you're gonna go for 5 forward and back. Okay, just giving your knees some flexion. Once you're done there, we're gonna go ahead and start talking about our warm-up. Okay, so warm-up's gonna be super easy. You're gonna set a 3-minute timer, and you're gonna start out with 8 air squats. Okay, so just like this, we're going for 8 air squats, and then 4 plank burpees. Dropping down and up. Make sure you're jumping. You're doing 4, and then you can do 4. I like to call them flamingo pistols because they remind me of a flamingo. Okay, so what you're gonna do here, we do have pistols in the workout, but we're gonna just get that range of motion and fire up our quads, our knees, and our glutes. You're gonna place that right foot behind that left foot like this. Okay, and then I want you to reach your arms forward. You're gonna have to work with that balance here. And coming down and up and stand, okay? If you can go a little higher, go a little higher. Okay, coming up and down. But this works as long as one foot's on the ground and coming down and up. Good. And one more time. Okay? And you're gonna do 2 and 2. So 3 minutes, you're going to go for 8 air squats, 4 plank burpees, and then 4 flamingo pistols, okay? And just cycle through that for 3 whole minutes. All right, and then once we're done, we're gonna go ahead and talk about our skill. For our skill, we're working with clusters. So for those of you that are familiar with our Olympic lifts and our accessory lifting, we have what we call a clean and then a thruster. So the clean and the thruster batched together and had a baby. Now we have a cluster, okay? So you can use 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. Both work. I'm going to show you what it looks like with a single dumbbell, and then we'll go from there. So we're doing a set of 8, then a set of 6, a set of 4, and then a set of 2. If you're doing single arm work, that means you're going to do 8 and 8, then 6 and 6, then 4 and 4, then 2 and 2. If you're doing both dumbbells, then you're just doing 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, because you're using both arms already. So we're going to go ahead and start out at the bottom here, driving up, and we're going to be catching in a squat, okay, for a full clean. So here's our power clean, right? Boom. But we're doing a cluster, and remember, it is a mix between a clean and a thruster. So instead of catching it in a power position here, you're going to catch it in a squat. From here, you're going to rev up and press over. And this is a cluster. You're cleaning into a thruster. You'll do your 8 on the right, and then you'll do your 8 on the left. Now making sure that you guys are getting those points of extension still. Okay, so nice shrug, hip, leg, and toe into that squat, into that press. Okay, so that's gonna be your cluster. Now you have both dumbbells. Okay, same thing. Both touch, clean, and press. And that would be your cluster with both dumbbells. Okay? So you're doing your set of 8, set of 6, set of 4, set of 2, and you're done. Then we're gonna go ahead and move on over to our workout. Your workout is a 15-minute AMRAP. That means you're gonna try and get as many rounds as possible in 15 minutes. And we have burpees, we have pistols, and the last movement, my goodness, I'm blacking out, and I just coached this. Oh my goodness, I am blanking out, guys. Give me 1 second. We're doing 10 burpees, your 20 squats. Whew, I'm out of breath. Oh my gosh, push press, okay? All right, so starting with your 10 burpees. For these, you're gonna go ahead and come all the way down, pressing up, jumping at the top. If you're not quite there yet, you're gonna stick to a warm-up burpee, which are plank burpees, and up. After that, you're gonna go for your pistols. For your pistols, feel free to use your couch, an ottoman, a sturdy chair, a box, a stool, whatever it is that you have, okay? You're gonna go ahead and stand on that left leg, all right? I'm gonna give you an example. Right leg's gonna stand on away from the floor. You're gonna reach back. The goal here is that you don't sit. The goal is that you tap and come back up, okay? So as soon as you feel that contact, that's your cue to press yourself up. So here I am, tap and up. And if you notice, that leg didn't touch the floor. Okay, I'm gonna switch, tap and up. Avoid coming down, sitting, and then standing with both legs. It defeats the purpose of the pistol, okay? So making sure that you're not sitting, standing. I want you guys to keep that leg extended, tap and up. Same thing, tap and up. So by just tapping, by just feeling the contact of your object, it's gonna allow for that magic to actually happen versus you guys disengaging here. And this turns off, your core is off, your posterior chain is also gone, and you're not just using kind of like the momentum to come forward. You have to be able to use all three together. Your posterior chain, your core, and the momentum as well, okay? So that's gonna be my tip for you on those pistols. And if this is not happening and you feel like these flamingo ones were a little better for you, try the flamingo ones. I'm okay with it. Scale where you need to scale. Sometimes going a little lower is gonna make it harder. Going a little higher is gonna help you with that range of motion. So try to find that sweet hat for you. It is a 15-minute AMRAP, so we want you to be successful, okay? And then lastly, you have your push press. For your push press, again, if you're doing single arm, you're going to do half and half. So it'll be 5 on the right, so you're dip, driving, doing 5 on the right, and then switching for the remainder on the left side. If you are doing both, same range of motion, okay? Dip and drive, for a total of 10. So we have, again, 10 burpees, 20 pistols, and 10 push press for a total of 15 minutes. And your goal is trying to do as many rounds and reps as possible. Okay, we do have a stretch link at the bottom. Go ahead and copy and paste that on your browser. Get a good stretch after, and have fun with it. Bye.